in the competition after Jelle Klassen's exit just now. Dan Dawson caught up with Jamie a little bit earlier.
Jamie, final day of a major tournament. This is what it's all about, isn't it, as a professional darts player?
Yeah, you know, long may it continue. Hopefully this is the first of many.
It's already been quite an exciting weekend for West Midlands darts. Jason Lowe gave the world #1 a run for his money. Could be a Tipton man claiming the title.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. I mean, everyone in the area knows about Jason's pedigree and class. You know, he's been around about 5-6 years on the local scene now. Come back again, another comeback, you know. It's great to see him showing what he can do to everyone and putting the area on the map, you know, with myself.
Well, you've been flying the flag, the Black Country flag, for a long while, Yozza. Couple of Lakeside semi-finals. You switched over to the PDC. You told us last night you're still learning. You still feel like you've got some progression to make.
Yeah, you know, these longer format, these longer days, I'm all used to that in the BDL, really. Especially the big tournaments, you played one game and that was it, you was away till the day after. And, you know, these different scenarios, it's always different, but it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you keen and eager, and I'm enjoying it.
You've played some good stuff this weekend. A really impressive win against Brendan Dolan in a tight game, but we've not seen your top level, and arguably we haven't seen it so far this year.
No, but the results are coming in as long as the results keep going in, you know. I think last year taught me not to look at averages and look at how you win matches, and that's what I'm working on now, the art of gameplay.
Johnny Clayton, a guy that you've only played once before, it didn't go particularly well, but he's kind of similar to you, isn't he? His top level is amazing. It's about who finds that top level today.
Yeah, you know, me and Johnny, we ain't ones for gamesmanship and things like that. We just get on with it, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game of darts.
Best of luck, Yozza.
Thank you.
Straight talking Tipton man there, Jamie Hughes up against the ferret from Wales, Johnny Clayton. Can he join his fellow Welshman Gerwyn Price in tonight's semi-final? Reminder that we will have the draw for those semi-finals at the conclusion of this match. Let's get them out on stage now with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the quarter-final stages of the Ladbrokes UK Open. It's brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, live on ITV Sport, and all coming to you from Butlins, Minehead. Time to meet the players. Both players are playing in their very first UK Open quarter-final. Time to meet them. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, would you please welcome the winner of the Czech Darts Open, Yozza Jamie Hughes! Ladies and gentlemen, the Players' Championship Finals runner-up and the winner of 3 pinnacle ranking events. Go, go, Johnny Clayton!
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there's still a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ring in the bell. Go, go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go! Johnny be good. Go, go!
And in the commentary box for this one, it's Chris Mason and John Rawling.
Thank you, Jackie. Gerwyn Price, Michael van Gerwen, Darryl Gurney, who's going to join them? Johnny Clayton on paper, he's back into the top 16, he'd be the favourite, but Jamie Hughes here, who's had to surrender his old walk-on music, Hi-Ho Silver Lining, already been seized by Kim Huybrecht as a die-hard Wolves fan. It must be a difficult one to swallow, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Presume it's the highest ranked players has the pick.
Well, Kim was in first, of course, as well. You know, maybe it's right of possession. Well, there's Johnny Clayton, who walked into the old Chuck Berry Classic. Johnny be good, and he'll be hoping he's good after that 9-darter yesterday.
I see, Johnny was good. Very good.
First time I'm told that anybody's seen Johnny get one, apart from his old dog Chief, who sadly has now gone to the great kennel in the sky at the age of 15, and his replacement Milo has yet to see one, unless of course Milo was watching television last night. I forgot to ask that one. Good game on paper, this one. Jamie seems to have found a bit of confidence as a match player.
Yeah, I mean, over the past sort of 12 months or so, I can't think of many more players hitting the high averages he's been hitting and losing as many. But as he said in that interview with Dan, it's more about the results than the numbers. So I don't mind not hitting the big averages as long as I'm getting the W's.
45.
Just siding towards Clayton, slightly more experience here on that big stage, and of course made a final in the Players' Champs. And he has to be buoyed from that 9-darter yesterday. Got to fill him with confidence.
Oh, he was chuffed to bits, wasn't he? He really was, and rightly so. A special darting moment. Yossa, who had to come from the brink to beat Brendan Dolan earlier in the competition. Very, very close match. Beaten 10-9.
Yeah, Brendan had darts to win that match.
121.
Russ Spray, our referee for this one, of course, with the familiar tones.
Look at Daryl Gurney. He's faced match darts in a couple of matches and he's still going. It's just meant to be.
So on the throw then now, Hughes 86. Treble 18 he'll be looking for. The double 16. Oh, he's got a treble 1.
17 now, 83 left. That leaves 66. You'd think he would be back.
Johnny require 145.
Johnny will have other ideas. 145. Treble 20, first port of call. Well, that's the 5 gone. So advantage Hughes once more.
85. Jamie require 56.
56 needed for the opening leg. Tops it is. Well, 18 darts and he's not found one.
Johnny requires 60.
A lot of Welsh support for Johnny Clayton.
Yeah, it's as many Welsh fans here as I can
The first
remember of all the events we've done here. But I suppose when you've got two ambassadors like Pricey and Clayton amongst others that were here from Wales, it was a big contingent. Nick Kenny, of course. It attracted Barry Bates. He brought 30 down on his own.
Always popular, Barry.
And we had a couple of young Riley's players that were from Wales.
83.
Last 4
20 odd Dutch players, wasn't there?
Yep, last 4 coming up, and could have 2 Welshmen, 1 Dutchman and 1 Irishman. Where's the English?
95.
Jamie Hughes flying the flag.
It's on his shoulders, isn't it?
Mention the football to Jamie. Might be smarting a bit after Wolves clung on for a home draw against Brighton yesterday.
60.
Lost Pikey.
Well, What's that? Were Everton playing today?
Great switch. Jamie Hughes down to 141. Clayton would like to do likewise. Find a couple of trebles.
He gets a treble with the last dart, so 141 for the break of throw. Treble 20 first. And he's not got it, so it's not going to happen. So Clayton has the chance to build on that first leg break.
96 left.
65.
Tried to find the treble 20 for double 18.
You require 106.
Yes, for a 2-0 lead.
Good dart. 14, now double 16.
90. Jamie, you require 76.
$71 required.
Treble 13 for double 16, it should be. He's found that plumb in the middle. Brilliant.
Well, that's how to extricate yourself from the mire.
Third leg, Jamie to throw first. Game on.
He certainly got out of it.
$58.
Check the odds on this one, Chris. I assume Johnny
59.
Clayton was a marginal favourite.
Yeah, only marginally.
$42.
They wouldn't have any previous to go on because they've never met these two, have they?
No, first competitive meeting.
They're down to ranking with Johnny Clayton, as we've said, forcing his way back into the top 16.
Nicely done. Oh, they want a 9-darter again. Again.
Agreed. One last week in the week before in the Premier League.
Did anybody say that was the 50th 9-darter in the PDC? I'm sure that's not a Rawling exclusive.
Well, it's the 50th TV one, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right.
In the PDC.
In the PDC.
We have had 2 in a week. Well, two in 10 days or so.
95. Jamie require 136.
And what a moment for Johnny Clayton that was. Great reaction. So it should be. Darting perfection.
Kids Fionn and
58.
Claire, I'm sure, would have been
Johnny
watching on.
require 112.
And very proud of Dad.
Needs a treble 20. 87 left, treble 17. Leave double 18. So just in case Hughes fluffs his lines here.
78, 60 needed, 20 tops. Oh, double 10. Well, he'll be annoyed at himself for doing that. And avoid that treble 20 and winding up in the double.
Well, it's very, very scrappy so far. Edgy stuff.
Going to go 2 double 4 here. And the scrappiness continues.
Is the winner of this guaranteed 25?
20.
So a £7,500 game of darts. No wonder they're edgy.
Jamie, you require 4.
Double 2 then. 21 darts each. Already with power to add.
Three.
No score.
Well, never.
Johnny, you require 4.
1 out of 9 on doubles. Clayton already 1 out of 7. Same targets and gets it. And that, after all that, Chris, is a break of throw.
Game on.
That's all that matters. Johnny didn't need... Well, Johnny did need the breaker throw. Jamie didn't to win this match, so that's part of the job done. But 3 legs thrown, or 3 legs played, 3 breaks of throw.
I suspect they'll be...
And that's usually an indication of a really poor match. And
on this occasion,
so far, it's right.
But they'll be upping the ante, you can be sure of that.
It's just early nerves. Just neither is settled at all. That happens.
Speaks from bitter experience.
Well, they're both relatively inexperienced on the big stages, aren't they? Both of them are.
95.
John's made a Players' Championship final
54.
a few years ago.
Quarter-final of the Masters is best in 2020.
He won 1 game there.
1.
Treble bed is proving elusive to both.
One of those terrible things, this sport. The harder you try, the further away it goes.
28.
You've got to stay focused, but not try. Introduces too many moving parts and start using muscles you don't need to.
Like it.
22.
Clayton first to a finish. Yes, having a bit of a mare at the moment. 14 for double 16.
74.
As much as playing well becomes infectious, as you know, when you go on streaks of it in doubles with 1 dart, so does playing poorly. It's extremely hard to shake off. Trust me, both will be happy to go off stage after 5 legs for the comfort break. Regroup.
Double 16, slight adjustments. Overdoes it, double 8. And now 3-1. So he's got the break and he's got the cushion.
Jamie from first.
Oh, welcome to the match. Away he goes.
Averaging 78 after 4 legs. Start of the 5th. It's a beautiful 180.
I wonder if that'll settle him down now. Might settle the match down. Huge amount at stake.
Well,
losing semi-finalist guaranteed 20,000 quid.
Yeah, well, the psychology of the game is, you know, your opponent's struggling, which makes you try then even harder than normal. Just get into a vicious circle.
Johnny, a rhythm sort of player, and maybe just trying to inject a little bit more pace into his game.
Yeah, I wouldn't call Jamie particularly slow, but he's a lot more deliberate, isn't he?
Very much so.
But slightly more measured.
He's too clever, right.
Jamie require 128.
It's pretty vital for Jamie that, well, not vital, but key that he wins this one. Doesn't want to be going 4-1 down.
And cleanly as well. You'll be chasing doubles around the board and putting yourself under unnecessary added pressure.
121.
Double 16. Break of play at the end of this leg. And off the stage they'll go to regroup. That's a bit awkward now. Having to work his way left along the oche. Can't find a way through.
Johnny, you require 90.
Well, it's early in the match. This will do some serious damage. 2 darts at double 15.
And only 1 needed. That's an important break for Johnny Clayton. and the Welshman takes a significant early advantage. Jamie Hughes will be wanting to get off the stage and give his head a bit of a shake. Johnny Clayton winning 4-1, race to 10. Hughes won.
Yeah, it was a great steal.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Big crowd in watching.
It's the most incredible venue, even more so at night.
And it'll be a tremendous atmosphere.
All 5,000 in.
Whatever you're doing this evening, for goodness sake, make a point of watching the darts.
Yeah, that 90 steal from Clayton has really changed the mindset of Jamie Hughes, because not just the disappointment that he knows he had 3 darts to go within 1 leg. He now trails by 3, and he's given Clayton that real cushion. He's just going to start making him chase the game, what Clayton can't do, which is what Willie O'Connor did the other night. They tried to defend the lead rather than get the job done, get the game won. You can't defend a lead in darts.
Keep attacking.
Absolutely. The legs on throw should take care of themselves.
Well, he started in a very business-like manner, coming back from the break. 9 darts down to 150.
Hughes at the moment averaging 76.
84. Johnny, you require 150.
For 5-1. It can't be done now. Hughes are way back.
He needs a minimum 145 to leave the big fish 170. And that ain't happening now. The 6 darts at 96 for 5-1 for Johnny Clayton.
57.
I think the Welsh are making up. Well, the Welsh players are making up for a bad weekend at the rugby.
96 needed, double 18.
Game shown, the 6th leg.
15 darter, 14 darter for Johnny. 5-1.
It's halfway there. Draw for tonight's semi-finals. Coming up directly the conclusion of this final quarter-final.
If you're wired into the ear of Yosser Hughes right now, what would you be saying?
Stop trying. Relax. Keep them shoulders loose. It's very tight. Forcing everything.
Might loosen him up a bit. Clayton palpably the more relaxed of the two.
As far as sports go, I mean, darts is perfect for that, the comeback scenario, because once you think you're out and you start to relax and you say open your shoulders a bit, you start to get into a bit of a rhythm, and then hit the darts you were hitting out in the practice board.
Jason Lowe against Michael van Gerwen yesterday. I mean, early in the game, it looked as though he was playing with somebody else's arms, didn't he? And then 5-0 down, suddenly he just thinks, well, he said afterwards, I just wanted to walk off there and not feel as though I'd been just humiliated. I just needed to get 1 or 2.
Yeah, once he's won that
suddenly
first leg.
Suddenly it goes to the decider.
Yep. We see so many comebacks at darts.
Johnny, you require 160.
So this is for another break of throw. Great first dart. Great second dart. Bull.
125. Johnny, you require 66.
Double 18, 2 darts at it.
Game shown, the 7th
That
leg.
might settle him down, Chris.
Yeah, a hold of throw.
8th leg, Johnny to throw first.
Much better leg.
Needs a break now, though.
1,000.
Ideally, he doesn't want to go out of this or into the second comfort break any worse than 6-4.
95.
7-3.
So to do that,
and he's up against it.
absolutely. Gonna have to find a break from somewhere. Johnny is just improving his standard. He was struggling early on. The average, though, now has moved into the 90s.
Yeah, back-to-back 140s there for Johnny.
10 clear of Jamie. Well, that's better again.
37.
Oh, unlucky. One on the floor. It clipped the second dart in that treble bed. Needed the treble to leave a finish.
Johnny require 101.
6 darts again for Clayton. And a very doable finish. 86 left. Treble 18. Double 16 for 6-2.
Game shot.
101. Thank you very much.
They're in the room.
Back into the 4-leg advantage. Hughes could do with the 2 remaining in this little session now. His second maximum. Johnny Clayton's yet to get one.
It's more interest in that leg column. And it reads 6-2.
Dimitri van den Berg outscored Gerwyn Price, didn't he? But that didn't make any difference. Gerwyn an emphatic winner on legs.
10-5 is that result between Gerwyn Price and Dimitri.
I think the crowd might be hoping that when you're picking those balls out in the draw, that you keep Gerwyn and Michael van Gerwen apart.
Yes, that would be the plan, but it's the luck of the draw. That's why this is such a great tournament.
Draw to follow this match, of course.
And if you're Darryl Gurney, no doubt, you'd be thinking, right, ideally, I'll play the winner of this. As a punter or as a viewer, you probably want it the other way around. Either way, at the moment, it looks like a great chance of a Welshman being in the final.
You would think. Good dart tops.
87.
No real pressure on that because Clayton's back on 171. Only 2 from 14 darts at doubles for Hughes at the moment. Just 14%.
121 for Clayton, so double 10 for Hughes and taking it out.
Jamie Hughes. 10th leg Johnny to throw first. Game on.
Clayton's on 6 out of 16 on his doubles, a very respectable 38%.
This is an important one now, Chris.
Yeah.
7-3 or 6-4. It's a totally different match, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does. Big swing. And it would mean it was a breaker throw.
137.
Cover shot, getting the start he wanted. A more purposeful look about the ferret now. He's back on throw.
A little bit more switched on.
German shepherds take a dim view of ferrets. He wants to be careful when he goes home. That's terrific. Third maximum.
Just what he needed. Now got the throw, so it's in his hands to reduce that deficit to 2. And get a break a throwback.
Steely look of concentration. He'd have liked a bit more than a ton.
Yep.
Now, ton 40 from Clayton had put Hughes under massive pressure.
Minimum is a ton.
Jamie, you require
128. Not the trickiest of shots because you only need the one treble in the combination, potentially.
Treble 20, he gets it for double 12.
Matters not.
Well played. That was just what he needed. The break of throw before the interval, and Yossa has kept on in there. He's hung in, and he's still in this match. The Welshman, Johnny Clayton, leads 6-4. Taking the last place in the last four to be drawn after this match ends, and from an English perspective, what an important break that was for Jamie Hughes to go 6-4.
Absolutely massive.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
7-3. He was really up against it. 6-4. Hold of throw. Soon becomes 6-5. And then we've got a game on our hands.
He played a lot against this guy, I know, away from competition, in practice and in pub matches. You know all about Jamie's strengths and weaknesses as a player.
And that's the thing, when it's all clicking, he doesn't have any weaknesses. He can hit the 180s, take the big shots out. He's got every facet you need to be a great dart player and a great professional, and I've absolutely no doubt in time he will, but his career at this level is in its infancy.
That's better from Johnny. Fill it up, and he does for a first maximum.
It's always hard when you're great mates with players to remain impartial. He's a great dart player and a great bloke away from the hockey, as well they both are.
Match in an absolutely key phase here. If Hughes can kick on, having had that break, then we really do have a game on. Clayton just stops any sort of sense of a rot setting in. But you sense that Hughes is starting to improve his level.
Missed the ball for this earlier.
Great dart.
That's a heap of pressure on this 70 for Hughes.
Gotta get it.
Treble 10, double 8, 18, 20. Oh, there we go. Don't worry about the 18. 2 at double 8.
Double 4. This is a key dart. And takes it. Well, I think your old friend is starting to find his range.
That was nice and clean. Clayton poised to pick his pocket. A great chance here after a 44 start for Hughes to level things up. That's not far from perfect for him. Over adjusts, gets it back.
And it's up again, and does. Maximum number 2.
It's almost like Clayton sensed the urgency. 180s, both the legs back from the break.
Oh, the game's certainly livening up now. It was a very slow burn in the early stages. Remember, Johnny Clayton was 4-1 up at the first interval. Could go level here. Hughes 6 darts from 221.
Stray one. Desperately needs a treble.
45.
He knows that was an important miss.
He's now switched. His 6 starts for 197 for Clayton.
59.
Some nervous darts being thrown. .140 leaves him double 18.
100. Johnny, you require 138.
He has options. He's gone for 619s, double 12. 62 left.
91. Jamie, you
Made a bit of a hash of that. 676 for Hughes to go level in the match. Double 8, 2 darts. And only one needed. Beautifully done. Game on now, Chris.
13th leg, Jamie.
Nice combination finishing from Hughes. Bang, bang, there on that 76.
Not a deal between them in terms of averages now. Clayton on 93, Hughes on 89. Clayton with the slight edge on checkouts. 38% against 30.
99.
Big last star. Desperately needed to find that red bit.
60.
I'll be fascinated to hear from the winner from this one, just to see how they felt, whether they felt the nerves that visibly we can all see.
Sure, the honest answer to that's going to be yes. Well, he's on 162. Staying there, maybe.
60.
Plenty of room, and 2 markers out there, or guides.
And Clayton gets a big hit here, but it's not happening. That's more like it.
66. Jamie, you require 142.
Another one of those for tops. It's a wild one.
82.
Right, for a break of throw, 135, looking at Bull. Treble 20, would have left the bullseye, but not to be.
61. Jamie, you require 60.
Tops for Hughes.
To lead for the first time.
Double 19. Tough one.
22. Tony requires 74.
Having presumably miscounted when he went for 16, Clayton now trying to extricate himself. He wanted 42. He's got 41 left. Double 16.
Well,
it's not necessarily how you get there, it's getting there.
14th leg.
Dublin's not been too bad. 7 from 17, 41%. But it's been the timing.
And that was a break of throw.
55.
Reminder, it's the first to 10. Fairway still to go.
55.
A lot of twists and turns potentially to happen in this match. Both are looking
92.
very vulnerable.
The Witches of Minehead. A lot of history around this place.
Lots, a lot of history where we stay up in Dunster. Hundreds of years old up there, isn't it?
Beautiful village, absolutely stunning.
100.
Clayton keeping his nose ahead with that all-important break.
$55.
Who's going to seize this by the scruff of the neck, or is it just going to be a case of one or t'other falling across the line.
He almost limping over the line. That's what it feels like. Feel that whoever wins this will have to find a completely another gear to progress to the final.
83. Jamie, you require
Break on though.
3 of the sport's very, very best awaiting the winner of this one.
89 remaining. Treble 19.
Yep.
He's got it for double 16.
78.
Clayton, now, is he going to get away with it?
16.
Double 18.
80. Jamie, you require 32.
Hughes, double 16 again.
Break a throw and 7-all. Take control of his own destiny.
Yes, an important break, particularly at this stage of the match.
Well, 3 holds the throw.
And he's in.
He's in.
£20,000 guaranteed for the winner of this one. Help you sleep a bit more easily.
Pay a few bills.
Well, the Witches have got the Clerics there.
100.
Played straight through to its conclusion now, this match.
No breaks. 5, 10 and 15 in the semi and final. So then it's a race to 11, I do believe.
Indeed. Good dance. 4th maximum. And for the first time, Jamie Hughes' average also goes over the 90 mark. Touche!
Ball 3 in that department to Hughes.
Bullseye. That is a very well-timed dart indeed.
261 and 6.
92.
Johnny Clayton would have liked a 9 darter at some stage now, wouldn't he?
Yeah, at 9-all.
Is it going to go all the way this match? Maximum number 5. Hughes has other ideas.
85.
Got the throw. Breaks again here. He'll be throwing for the match, Jamie Hughes. To being 4-1 down, remember, and really out of sorts in the early part of this match.
7 of the last 10 legs.
Clayton had chances to really seize control of the match at an earlier stage. Could have gone 7-4 up. Now he's having to really dig in because the advantage is with this fella.
105.
You can take that 116 out. You can do it in double quick time because he'll be throwing for the match in the next leg.
84.
Well, this is a big visit. 116 for Yossa. Treble 20.
It's awkward though. Has to move. Just over pitches.
60. Johnny, you require
Chance for Clayton to get away with it, pull himself back. Great dart. Tops. Yes, that's what he wanted.
Johnny Clayton
Battles his way to winning an absolutely crucial leg.
Yeah, great bottle under extreme pressure. No doubt. He misses that. Hughes would be the most likely winner of the match.
Still advantage though with the throw.
Yep. Best of 3 now.
That was his 6th maximum. And building on it.
4.
Put the kibosh on that.
Being in years done that.
Clayton looking for a ton 40.
Needs it.
100.
A little bit of hush in the crowd. They can feel the tension up there.
They've been spoiled to so many of these close matches.
Great darts again. His second 180 of the leg.
42 left after 9. Possible 11 dart leg to lead 9-8 in a race to 10.
Nerves got to hold. Double 16. Double 8 next door. Ooh, that's a bit of a miss.
Big ask, this one 6-1. Treble 20, treble 17 and ball. Oh, missed the treble 17.
97.
Double 8 for 9-8 to go within 1. Oh my word. Well, there was the nervy dart.
Whoa.
Johnny requires 64.
This game could yet again turn on its head.
Double 16, and he's got it. It's a break of throw, and the Welshman is ahead, and now only needs to hold his throw, and it is 2 Welshmen into the last 4.
Absolutely incredible.
Jamie Hughes is gutted to have missed that. To hauling his way back.
Yeah,
It was
worked
his to
so
lose.
hard. Straight ton from Clayton.
Not over yet, of course.
Oh, it's awkward, has to switch. Finds it. Stay there. Puts one right next to it.
34.
Good recovery, good start from Hughes.
Both have looked so edgy throughout this match, and only a 60. So Hughes effectively stolen throw. Just needs to back that up with a good visit.
Didn't want to hand it straight back, needs a treble.
100.
That'll do just about.
140 from Clayton. We'll just put him a dart in front.
140.
Mystic Meg calls it right. Mystic Mace, I should say.
Oh, look at this from Hughes. Digging deep.
Fantastic darts. His 8th maximum.
There's nothing wrong with that department.
It's back in his hands. Well, what's that?
Horrendous deflection. It's fortunate that he's left himself a finish. May not matter. Treble 17, double 18.
He went 20 for bull. He's going at it.
62. Johnny require 161.
I had to go for it because this is for the match.
85.
Really made a mess of. He earned himself that. Well, got gifted that opportunity.
This is for 9-all, and he'll have the darts in the deciding leg if he can put this one away. Yes, and that is the scenario. Jamie Hughes gets the break, the touch of fists, and it comes right down to the decider after that double 8.
92.16 average Hughes, 92.57 Clayton, 9 legs apiece. Hughes has found his scoring boots.
Very good start, but it's going to come down to who gets the double, you sense.
Who's going to get first pop?
Who will keep their nerve? 140, 140, 2 big hits. to find a 12 darter or something close.
Yeah, needs a 140, 180 here. Desperately needs another treble.
100.
Just chase, chase, chase. May not get an opportunity.
Still advantage Hughes, didn't need that though. Nor that, that's a bit of a blocker coming down.
44.
Well, Chris, what do you make of that?
Just pure nerves. In the corner there. Oh, nice. Needs to be careful.
90.
Not thinking. Should have gone for well, maybe a 19 at least. At least, or the ball.
So he's on a bogey number, Clayton. 166 can do nothing about that. And Hughes knows it, looking for treble 19 maybe. Oh, what about that? Superb darts from Hughes.
Where did that come from after that ragged 45 to throw before? No, the game's up for Johnny Clayton.
And this for the match for a 13 darter, tops for Hughes. That's a great marker. Now surely. Oh no, just the slightest of deflections and it came low.
Treble 20, 14 ball, 20 treble 18 ball. Needs a treble 18, John.
It's not there, so Hughes
throws the last one away.
Hughes gets another chance. Clayton disgusted. Double 10 for the match. Fives. Oh no, he's busted. Well, Clayton threw that last dart away, and how costly might that be?
Exactly. Just threw it away. Treble 18 would have left double 16. He just threw it, and it's gone in the one. Now he needs. I think he needs 83.
He does.
Yep.
Pressure again, and that little display of anger on the last visit has cost him dearly. Or has it? Because this still has to go. Double 10. Fives. No. A dart he'd probably normally get with his eyes closed.
Yeah, and again, we mentioned it so many times, the experience or lack of it. 3 in hand, 2 left for Johnny Clayton.
And he's got it. He can't believe he's won it. Jamie Hughes takes it sportingly, and I'm sure he's saying, right, you've gone and beaten me, now go on and do yourself justice in the semi-final. But Johnny Clayton, second Welshman into the last 4, joining Gerwyn Price, Michael van Gerwen and Daryl Gurney. The tensest, closest, nerviest match you'd ever wish to see. But Johnny Clayton somehow manages to get through and takes it 10-9.
What an incredible end to our last quarter-final here in Minehead. Poor Jamie Hughes missing 8 match darts to allow the ferret Johnny Clayton to nip in and nick it on the decider. 10-9. That's our 35th match of the weekend to go to a last leg decider. Incredible drama. Well, Jamie won't want to be watching any of this, and no doubt at all. 90 average, he won't care. Neither will Johnny with 91. And it was 32 missed darts at double for Jamie. And it is Johnny who is mightily relieved and safely through and joining the 3 other semi-finalists. Gerwyn Price, 10-5 winner over Dimitri van den Berg. Michael van Gerwen in ridiculous form, particularly after the opening session. 10-4 winner against Rob Cross. Daryl Gurney, he just loves a last leg decider. That's 3 of his 4 matches now have gone the full distance. He really has been put through the emotional ringer here. Jelle Klassen really unimpressed with himself at the end of that match. And Johnny Clayton there confirming his place. 2 Welshmen into the draw, which we are going to get right now. Let's hand over to John McDonald.
Thank you, Jackie. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the draw for the Ladbrokes UK Open semi-finals is in the very capable hands of former world champion Keith Deller and part of our ITV commentary team, Chris Mason. Well, the semi-final will be played in draw order. So, Graham Fairhurst, our tournament director, is ready to go. So, Keith, take it away. Semi-final number 1. Is number 1 Gerwyn Price, who will play number 4, Johnny Clayton. Semi-final number 2 is number 2, Michael van Gerwen, who will play number 3, Daryl Gurney. Well, that concludes the draw for the Ladbrokes UK Open semi-finals.
So that means we will definitely have a Welshman in the final tonight. Let's find out what Johnny Clayton makes of his draw against Gerwyn Price.
Well, there you go, Johnny. You've just seen it live. It's you and Gezi going head-to-head for a spot in the final. Good mate of yours and playing arguably the best darts on the planet.
Yeah, you know, to be fair to Gezi, he is a good friend, and this year and last year, to be fair, he is the best on the planet. So it's going to be a toughie, yeah.
You've just come through an astonishing game of darts with Jamie Hughes there. You've been brilliant all the way through the weekend. You had a 9-darter, and you've had a little bit of luck. That's sometimes what you need.
I think it was more than a little bit of luck. I think it was like a cat has 9 lives, yeah? Well, I've had about 14, yeah. No, seriously, it was an ugly win. I do feel sorry for Jamie because I think he should have had that. And, hey, listen, hopefully it's my day.
Well, look, you've come through that. If you can get back to playing what you were doing up until that point, you could be in another major final here in Minehead. But Gerwyn, who you have beaten before, you won your biggest title beating Gerwyn in the final, didn't you, in Austria?
Yeah, I did. You know, obviously I'm going to look forward to it. It's just I need to up my game big time. And I hope it goes well for me.
You've said that Gerwyn Price is the best in the world. You were saying that during the World Championship. You thought he might go on and become world champion. He has beaten you 4 times in a row now. He's gone to a different level. But do you think at your best you can match that level?
Well, he needs to stop that and let me win the next round. But no, seriously, I think I've got the game. But I need to keep throwing and following Gezi to keep pressure on him. And who knows, you know, I've beaten him a few times and let's see what happens.
The Iceman and the Ferret will be a cracking semi-final. Best of luck.
Thank you, mate.
So, confirmation of the draw for tonight's semi-finals, which you can watch here on ITV4 from 7 o'clock. Gerwyn Price will play Johnny Clayton, who has a little bit of regrouping to do after being put through the mill there. And Michael van Gerwen against Daryl